So as you may have noticed, this motor is not in the truck that's currently sitting kind of next to and behind the camera. There's a reason for this. I'm deciding to go a different route on this project. For months now, just been basically working on this out of this sheer stubbornness. I was just trying to get this to work, and then I was going to pull it on anyway. But I wanted to kind of see it work first. But someone had said something that kind of spoke to me. I wish I knew who it was, but I forget. Might have been on another YouTube channel, might have been in person. Someone will probably know. But they basically said if you have a project that you're just like, don't want to work on in general, like it doesn't really excite you anymore and it seems like a chore to work on it, you just give up on it and find something you actually want to work on. Now, unfortunately, that means you might be switching projects every few months, not finishing everything, but you probably should actually find something that actually, I don't know, interests you and you're excited to work on and excited to finish. Seeing how this wasn't going to be like the means to the end for the truck anyway, I just kind of changed it up a little bit. So I bought this truck, the one that had this motor in it, with the express interest of putting an LS in it. It's the reason I bought the truck. As you saw, if you go back way, like, I don't know, years ago at this point when I bought the thing, it had a bad motor and it had a rod knock. So the reason why the guy sold it. So I was like, cool, just gonna roll an LS in that thing and roll out. So I bought this motor, the one sitting here, non-turbo, for my friend just to put in it so that I'd be able to roll the thing around the yard and maybe drive it until I got around to it, because it's really all the truck needed. And then I found this turbo kit on YouTube and it snowballed from there into misery. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm actually going to put an LS in that truck, because as far as square bodies go, that truck is actually in really nice shape. It's not really rusty, it drives nice. I don't know, usually all these trucks are beat and the thing's not bad. And it is going to become my new daily driver. Just putting a simple 4.8 liter in it for a lady. Going to put air conditioning in it, going to lower it, do some other stuff to it over the next few videos. And on top of having a project I actually want to work on, I'll actually build myself a daily driver that I'm not embarrassed to be seen in. I've already sold my little S10 a few months ago now. I've been driving like a 2001 F-150. And a lot of people won't really get this of like, why do you care what you drive? But to someone who's in the cars, driving a car you don't like or you consider boring or something like that would be like going out of the house in clothes that you don't want to wear. So that's kind of what it's like. So instead of being embarrassed driving around a 4-cylinder S10, even though there was nothing wrong with it, it was probably the most completely logical vehicle for me to drive with, you know, air conditioning, 25 miles per gallon, everything. Nope, sold that. Gonna drive something a little bit more exciting. So most of this stuff was already filmed a few months ago. I'm finally getting around to uploading it now. I was hoping to have a little bit more of the truck done, but some other things happened. But now I've already sold off some other projects to try and focus on the truck. The reason it looks so spacious in here now, and as you'll see in upcoming videos, is that I sold the Model A that I had in here, because I was never going to do anything with that, and because I realized over the last few years I probably couldn't even fit in the thing, because they are kind of designed for people like 5'6". I guess that's how tall people were in the 20s. And I'm 6 foot tall, and I was going to chop it, so I would have looked like one of those like old Hot Rod cartoons with like my arm out the top of the roof of the truck. So, without further ado, here is ripping this motor out and putting the 4.8 in the truck, which all happened in one day. Now the rest of the videos will be attaching everything else.
On the fuel line till then. Do you have cable cutters, mic cutters in there?
Oh, there it goes. No, I didn't see him.
Yeah. Am I caught on something over here?
A little bit on the hose.
You see in Australia they're starting to break balls about that now, because I guess you could be like part of like a car club or something, and you could get like a vintage reg. But now they're like the cars to be completely original, and like they're just being assholes about it.
I don't know why they're so weird about that stuff.
Yeah, like people like so now you have to get classic. I think it's more money, but you can have a modified car.
Well, that's different. 'Cause I don't think we have any kind of like club registrations here.
Yeah, I
Nothing
think
like that.
yeah, that's the only way they can get it. I think it's through like it's stupid. It's like one of the few countries that are like actually had like V8 engines, and that doesn't come off.
It does. You can fish it off.
That's all junk to me.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah,
You got the fancy seal on that.
that's nice.
Went all out.
That's nice. Actually looks decent.
Made that.
Would you cut that groove in there?
No, that's a
Oh yeah, wasn't that some like?
that's a cover for a dirt track car. You put it on the carburetor when you work on the car, and it's way overkill. It has an O-ring in it and everything, so you don't get dirt in the
How'd
engine.
you figure that out?
I was looking for just like a spacer, and somehow that came up on Amazon.
And you're like, shit, that's what I need.
Well, in the reviews, guys are saying like, oh yeah, I used it to make a blow-through hat.
Yeah, because you weren't the height was fucked up.
Yeah, and then just welded that Spectre thing onto it.
It's perfect.
Everyone says those won't work.
What?
Those like Spectre hats. Apparently it's like a turbulence thing. It makes it run screwed up.
Maybe it does.
Yeah, I mean that's why it runs like junk. Probably not though. It's probably just everything else. Probably that much in the springs.
Seems like it.
Yep,
There
there
you
it
go.
goes.
Alright.
Pull it out. Go ahead. Oh, I got shit in the way
I still
here.
want to crack this 454.
That's priceless. Should I pull it back?
Yeah.
You can rest down there if you want to hop out.
Just pull it. Keep going. Alright, we're good. So what are you cutting the ears off this?
Yeah, the headers I got don't clear unless you cut like all this junk off. I think it's just flat to here. So like everything from that flat point in the bell off has to go.
What kind of transmission is this?
4L80.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure it's not a 1L80?
Wait, we'll find out. It
Or
could be
a zero?
zero.
Zero L80?
Park works.
Yeah, Park works. Like that Craigslist ad. Park works. Okay, good.
This is another $50 one off the ground at Easy Pull.
This one does look shitty though.
My chosen swap candidate is this 4.8 out of some Chevy truck or SUV or van or dump truck or something, who knows. It's an earlier one, to my knowledge. Those heads. So nothing in particular. I actually wanted a 4.8 because I'm aiming for gas mileage here over anything. And plus he is the cheapest because no one wants them. This is the special spaced Flexplate from an 03 Chevy van with a 4.8 or whatever.
Yeah, 4.8 or 6.0. Anything with a 4L80 is like small block Chevy. Like an 80E was always small block. Like it never. So they made like it adapted this to the 80. But like 99 and 2000 iron 6 liters had iron heads, and even some 4.8s I heard, I think they're rare. They already had the spacer in the crank, so you're basically screwed. You need a small block Chevy Trans forever. Like you need, like you got a 700 R4 would be fine. An older 4L60 would be fine, and a 4L80 would be fine. But yeah, I guess it gets screwed with manuals when you have the older LS motors.
Yeah.
This had a 4L60 behind it initially, so we got the 80 Flexplate with the spacer.
Yeah, you can see it back here.
Yeah.
Right there. There's an aluminum spacer that spaces the flywheel or the flex plate out a little bit.
It's mainly it's not for. It's mainly for the pilot on the converter. That's the thing. It's the pilot is, I guess, shorter on an 80. So because the 60 flex plate's dished, so the mounting pads are pretty much in the same spot. It's just your pilot changed on this, so or the input shaft or whatever on the trans, so that. But yeah, your actual teeth end up in the same spot because the dish one is just closer in the center. But yeah, this is a flat 80 flex plate, and you're using an 80 6-bolt converter. But
it needs special bolts that are weird to find sometimes because they're
Yeah.
longer because they go through the spacer.
yes, because if you didn't have the original 03 bolts, we didn't. We only had the flex plate and spacer we bought. They sell the bolts separately, but these are like the Jegs brand ones,
Yeah,
right?
here's the part number for anyone curious.
Because they're 11 millimeter, I think, some weird thread size, which you're not going to find.
Yeah, and they're extended.
Yeah, they're longer than 60 ones because the 60 plate just bolts right on and it's dished. But there's plenty of information on all that, you know.
And then here is the part number for the flex plate if you need it. This is just from AutoZone. But this is the spacer flex plate that you'll need for this particular situation.
Okay.
My side here. More yet?
There you go.
This one.
We're in. Right, gunner.
Yep, I got it started.
Flex plate should be back far enough, I think. Alright. I didn't put one down there. Hold up a
Just,
second.
yeah, make sure the converter spins.
Yeah, we're
Yep,
good.
it does.
We're good.
Okay.
I gotta just put one in down here. Let me get that one next. Just grab one out of the pile.
Got these swap mounts from Tejas or Tejas, spelled Tejas Steelworks. These are supposedly the best mounts from what I'm reading for this swap. It moves the motor like up and forward, and it still lets you use the factory LS AC compressor. And I'm a wimp, so I'm in the air conditioning. So that's like a necessity over anything else if the air conditioning works. They even give you bolts with it, so it's pretty fancy. It's labeled driver and passenger.
You don't need quarter panels, but you need air conditioning, right?
I do. Even though the hot air will leak into the bad quarter panels, or the bad rockers actually on this truck.
Oh, they're bad?
They're all bad.
Yeah.
Well, Corey just left, but the motor is in. It fits pretty good with these mounts. The oil pan, it's a stock truck pan. It doesn't even go down past like the factory cross member, so it won't get hit off on anything. There's tons of room back here. around the transmission, around the engine. Plenty of room where the radiator will be. Plenty of hood clearance. So yeah, this fits pretty good. So far these mounts are a-okay with me. I fixed the, or rather I made the transmission mount situation down here, which was pretty simple. So that's the stock cross member for the manual trans, and they said to use a part number 2811 trans mount. But just out of curiosity, when I was picking up that mount, I also grabbed this one, which is a stock mount for a 73 C10 with an automatic, specifically a TH400, because the factory cross member had 2 bolts, and it fits. It fits the 4L80, it fits this cross member. All I have to do is re-drill the holes right here for the cross member to the frame, but it's sitting on a flat part of the frame, like no issue. Transmission is sitting like nice and level, as you can see, like right with the frame rails. The pan isn't going to get knocked off. There's the truck pan, like I said. Like that's not going to get hit on anything. So this really worked out like very nice.